Hey guys, welcome back to the Simply Knives YouTube channel. Today we got a very fun knife for you. This is the Boker Automat Kalashnikov, or AK if you want. Boker Plus. Look at this. Look at this thing. Desert Warrior, Burnley design, All-State steel. Got a nice auto. You know, the pocket clip is really stiff, but it can at least go just up, you know, a little bit. Super stiff though. But that was never really a problem when I was carrying this. This is my first auto that I've been able to experience. It's really cool. Sometimes it'll rock it out like that, and then sometimes it can be a little bit slower. It's not doing that right now though. I've probably because I've broken this in from use recently. But yeah, this thing is awesome. Kind of got that like copper wash on the blade. That nice OD green. These are some sort of like a metal handle. I really like them. Good centering. Let's see if we can look at that blade tip. Yeah, pretty sharp blade tip. I like that it kind of gets a little thicker at this point in the blade, and then goes back down and then gets thicker again. Ergonomics on this thing are actually phenomenal. I just really like it, you know. It fills up my hand nicely. It's like just tall enough. Got this little bit of texturing here. Got a textured opening button. What else? The pocket clip does not get in the way at all, so you can bear down pretty hard and you won't feel it. Just a tiny bit of jimping up here if you want. Got that nice big sharpening choil. You'll be able to go pretty far down without having anything, you know, affected. I've never sharpened a knife extensively, so it's not a big a deal to me yet, but I think in the future that it will be. All-State steel, you know, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst either. And for a really cool Burnley design Boker Kalashnikov, you know, it's totally fine. Look at this thing. It freaking rockets out. Oh, let's get it in focus. Come on. Come on. Okay, it's not going to do it. But yeah, look at this blade shape, man. Very cool and kind of unique. Definitely a big fan of the blade shape. You know, this is not really a knife that you might want to carry around in public. Might scare some people. I do notice that when opening it with this hand, kind of right here, can be a little sharp and dig into my finger. It's not too big of a deal, but if you were just doing this nonstop, that would get pretty annoying to your finger. On this side, when I'm opening it, you know, I use my pointer finger, so there's no problem at all. Yeah, comfortable hold this way too, except this finger kind of hits the lip maybe a little bit. Regardless of how I'm putting my fingers, it kind of interacts with the lip of the knife, so it's more comfortable in your right hand. You cannot switch the pocket. Wait, can you? No, you cannot switch the pocket clip. It's got that lanyard hole. It's got good centering. Is an auto, and there's just the ever so teeniest bit of blade play. I think that's pretty common for autos. You know, they're whacking out all the time. I'm pretty sure I could just tighten that pivot a little bit and it'd be completely fine. But this thing is a freaking, it's like the toy that I always dreamed of having as a child. An automatic knife. It's just the coolest thing. It's a lot of fun to play with. Even though it's probably the knife that you shouldn't be playing with as much. Because it thwacks out so hard, if you're giving it to someone, you should probably warn them beforehand. I let my dad open this, and he did that, and it fell out of his hand. And we were both wearing open-toed, you know, kind of like sandals. So make sure you let people know before you hand them this knife that it's automatic. That was my mistake. You could probably just tighten the pivot just a little bit and get rid of the blade play. This thing's very comfortable, very cool. have to give it a 10 out of 10. I just really like a cool auto. I love the color scheme. And, you know, the name's cool. Boker Automat Kalashnikov is very cool. This knife is a very, very good cool factor and very ergonomically sound. Centered, good slicing. I don't have any paper at this point. I'll get paper later on. But yeah, very cool. The only thing I guess you could improve would be just the steel, because Aussie isn't great. That rhymed. But you can sharpen it well, so you win some, you lose some. Anyways, guys, hope you have a good rest of the day. Peace.